Good morning. Today I am going to share a judgment under Prevention of Corruption Act. What is the level of corruption? If I read the judgment, it is really mind-boggling. Oh my God, this much corruption, can it be there? It is not fully confirmed, but even the allegation against officers of the government, it's mind-boggling. I don't think a businessman can imagine, very good businessman, not a normal businessman, a grocery shop owner. A very good businessman can imagine that much money. So there were two officers of the government, a husband and wife. Against the husband and wife, FIR was filed. The amount involved is the amount of corruption charges which was leveled against these two officers, husband and wife, was to the extent of 2,500 crores. Again, the amount of corruption alleged was 2,500 crores against the husband and wife. The husband and wife, they filed a writ petition before the High Court. High Court has got Article 226, Section 482. That power is there for quashing the FIR against the if the FIR is not legal, then they can quash the FIR. This is the power which has been given to High Court under Section 482. So these two officers approached the High Court, and the High Court quashed the FIR, saying that this is only based on some suspicion. So the High Court quashed the FIR. Then the state filed an appeal against that order before the Supreme Court. Supreme Court, after considering everything, the contention of the officers before the Supreme Court was the entire case is malified. The government changed. When the government changed, there is a political vendetta which has happened. So they are unnecessarily alleging that we have made huge money. Hence, this FIR should be quashed. This is the contention of the officers. The Supreme Court said, High Court has committed a wrong in quashing the FIR. The first point which the Supreme Court said was, when an FIR is filed, it is definitely based on suspicion and probabilities. It is not based on evidence. Clear-cut evidence need not be there. So it is based on only suspicion and probabilities. FIR can be filed. Point number one. At that time, the court should not enter into whether this is a genuine thing or not, etc. Investigation is yet to begin. Investigation should be permitted against the officers, whoever it is. So this is point number one. Secondly, it said, Supreme Court says, correct, it is true that innocence should be protected. But when to protect the innocence, the malefides must be proved. You cannot simply say there is a government change there. That is why they are against us. In fact, it has been alleged against the Chief Minister. So the Supreme Court says, if you say there is malefied, that has to be proved. In the entire petition, there is nothing which proves there is a malefied on the part of the government by filing an FIR against the officers of the government. Then the third thing the Supreme Court says, it is really dangerous for the government officers. That is why I am bringing this to the notice of the government officers. The Supreme Court says 100% there will be a mental agony for the officers. Social stigma will be there. Emotional feelings will be there if they have to undergo the trial before the criminal courts. This will be there, 100%. But Supreme Court says this is a small price which they have to pay if the rule of law has to be established. Even though Supreme Court also agrees that innocent officers have to be protected, but the last few lines of this judgment, which says investigations cannot be stopped unless there is a clear malafide is proved, seems to be very difficult for the officers who are in the high level. Because when politicians change, when the government changes, naturally they bring their own officers and cases are filed against the other officers. But the level of corruption in government officers, it is mind-boggling. 2,500 crores in this case. Recently also in Tamil Nadu, one DSP, I think, I don't remember, DSP or SP or whoever it is, he has been suspended for demanding 5 crores as corruption money. So, corruption seems to be, some other way has to be found to curb the corruption, because corruption is prevalent everywhere. And only the common man suffers. Thank you very much. Have a great day.